Hi, today this video is going to be about sowing. Some of you have asked us to make videos about our gardening techniques, our cultivation methods. So here we are, today is the first one, and since it's the first, we're going to start with sowing. We'll make another video soon to talk to you about how we produce seeds and how we store them. Today is about how we help them grow and germinate. So first, where do we get seeds from? You can produce them yourself if you want. We'll explain seed production in another video. Or you can buy them pretty much anywhere. There are some in supermarkets and so on. Just be careful about what you buy. Personally, I don't really recommend hybrids because hybrids in general can't be reproduced. It's rare that you can reproduce hybrids. And otherwise, we get ours from Biogerm, a quick plug while I'm at it. St. Mark Farm, Agrosemence, SM Bio, all good options. Why do we use a nursery? It's for many vegetable plants, tomatoes, peppers and others that need it. They take a long time to grow, and if we wait until it doesn't freeze anymore, so these are plants that are sensitive to frost, if we wait until it doesn't freeze anymore. Sowing in May gives us tomatoes by August or September, but using a nursery lets us start much earlier. It's in a warm place, indoors, protected from frost, protected from frost. This lets you do it earlier and be ready when there's no more frost in May. We already have plants that are big enough, we can put them in the ground. Another advantage is that your plant, which grew indoors, you put it in a pot, it's this big when you plant it. It no longer competes with nearby weeds. If you sow outdoors, your plant will grow much slower. Couch grass, cinquefoil, bindweed and other plants will appear competing with nursery seedlings. That doesn't happen anymore. Once you want to start, then what do you sow in? For containers, you can use lots of different things. We use little pots like this, which you can find at the fishmongers. You have great trays that they give you for free. It helps them get rid of them too. It's great. Then you have great seed trays for those who want to go bigger. And that's it. And what do we put in these trays? Well, potting soil. I recommend potting soil, commercial potting soil. Get good organic potting soil, preferably seed-starting potting soil. You'll see the difference. There are potting soils that are more for repotting, often in repotting soils. There are some fibrous materials in there. Can you see the coconut fiber? It somewhat replaces peat. If your seedlings need transplanting, transplant them. All the plants are sprouting together, so you'll need to separate them later. It's better to have a fine potting soil so that you can separate it more easily. Don't use garden soil or poor compost. Well-made compost is fine, but avoid poorly made compost. Why? Because in garden soil and in compost, if it's not very well made, it's full of seeds. Do you have many wild weed seeds that will sprout with your seedlings? And if you have wild weed seeds in general, they sprout much better than your little tomatoes or your little peppers or anything else you might plant there. To sprout well, a seed needs three things, three essential things, and if even one of them is missing, it won't work. The first thing is temperature. Often we use a heating mat. To keep it warm, you can use a small heater, making sure it doesn't get too hot either, but it has to be warm. If you do it early in spring, do it indoors since it's already warm. Second is humidity. It must be wet with plenty of moisture. Soak trays in water when sowing to ensure seeds absorb enough moisture to germinate. And the other essential thing is light, a lot of light. If you do it like this, like many people do, we make these little seedlings behind the window thinking there's light, except behind the window, there's hardly any light. A few hours daily, not all day. And then you'll have seedlings that will get leggy, they'll become long, pale and fragile, and usually you can't fix that at all. You can replant them a bit deeper to bury that stem. But if the stem ever gets a bit too much sun or something like that, it won't do it any good. So a lot of light, that's why we do this in a greenhouse, a sunroom or a cold frame outside, protected from the cold. So there you have it. Without enough light, it won't work. If it doesn't have enough temperature, it won't work. And if there's not enough humidity, it won't work. Alright, we'll show you a little bit how we do it now. So you fill it with soil. The way I fill it is quite important to me. We fill it like this. If you want to pack it down just like this, that's enough. Definitely not like this. If you do that, the soil will be too packed. The seed will have trouble sprouting. So there you go. Really just fill it gently with soil. There you go. Pack it like this. That's enough. Once your soil is ready, put in the amount of seeds. If you know your seeds a bit, you'll know the germination rate. That means out of 100 seeds sown, if 100 sprout, but if they're old seeds, not many will sprout. Put in more. If everything sprouts, be careful with what you plant, because when it germinates, there will be a lot of plants to transplant. And so this here is parsley. I just want there to be quite a lot, so I'm planting it pretty densely. So there you go, there will be quite a lot. We cover it with vermiculite. You can find that in a specialty store. It's clay, actually. It's a type of clay that has been expanded, baked with heat. It stays really light, it holds a lot of water, and it helps keep the humidity in well without compacting the soil or disturbing the seeds as they germinate. If you don't want to find that or don't want to buy it, it also works with sand. What you need is just something to cover the soil so that there isn't too much evaporation and your soil doesn't dry out. Your seeds must stay moist as long as possible. I'll get a label. That's very important too. When planting seeds, always label or write on the pot what you're sowing. When everything starts sprouting, you'll know what you sowed on planting day. If it sprouts 2 or 3 weeks later and you've planted many things, you won't recognize it anymore. So parsley 1704. You can write the date like that. Having a date will let you see when it sprouts and how long it takes to sprout. With experience, you'll eventually know it. And there you go. And another important thing, once that's done, you'll need to water it. So don't take a watering can, don't water from above. What we usually do is soak it. We put it in water up to here for a while until it absorbs. Once it's absorbed, it's good. For some seeds, if you want, you can even let them soak for 24 hours overnight. That way the seeds have time to really absorb the water. Then place it on a heating mat in a warm spot. Provide plenty of light, and that's it, usually after a few days or weeks. You get this. Once you reach this stage, you must transplant. That will be another video. There you go. I think I've covered everything about sowing. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a message. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can even support us financially on our TP platform so we can keep making videos. See you soon. Thank you. Subtitling ST 501 ST. Subtitling STF. Subtitling ST. #501. There you go.